we've been driving about an hour and a half, and apart from those crazy landslides and a few bits of difficult, challenging terrain, a lot of it's on single track roads, and they're actually a pleasure to drive. Well, it's definitely a wet one today. I always think though, when we're doing these motorbike trips, the wet weather gives it an atmosphere, you know, this fog, this mist, it's absolutely stunning. And of course, something that people often take for granted is when you're working within the local communities like we do, the culture doesn't change based on the weather, you know. So today we've got lunch planned with a Tay family. This evening we're going to stay overnight in the Red Zao community. Cancelling a trip based on the weather seems like an obvious thing to do on a motorbike trip, but there's just so much to see and experience and do despite the weather, you know. As long as you can eliminate most of the dangers by choosing the routes carefully, it isn't really a problem. And of course it makes it all the more special when you get your hot herbal bath, or you get your fire to sit by and get your feet dry when you arrive, so it still works out.
It's interesting because the rain seems to dull everything down, but then these beautiful green and yellow rice paddies, they brighten everything up again, so there's still a lot of colour on a dull day, which is quite pretty. So we're nearly at the house. We're stopping for lunch. We met these guys probably about 6-7 years ago, and we've been working with them on and off ever since. So yeah, these are a Tay family. Nice view. You've got jackfruits as well over there. Jackfruit banana. What's that one?
Guava.
Guava, yeah. Hôm nay đi đường. Vâng, mưa. Lại ướt hết cả người.
Phải thọt nước vào đấy.
Dạ.
Bắt mai mới được đấy.
Mai xuống mai mới được.
Lì lắm.
So we're back on the road again. We just finished lunch at the Tay village, which was fantastic. Dry weather, pretty clear down there, but obviously we've climbed up a bit more now, back in the thick fog.
Arrived in the Red Zao homestay, and Mai Lai, she took us to a forest for a short walk and also finding the medicine, so later we can have the herbal bath.
So we're trying to work out how we can get a rattan shoot from the top of the tree. They're quite high up, very, very spiky trees, rattan. But it's delicious. So when I say spiky, this is what I mean. It's phenomenally spiky. So we've got one, but now it's a case of selecting the bit that we eat. She said it's a bit bitter, but it's got a sweetness to it. Look at the thorns.
This one is a mill, and we use it to grind the corn or the chili or sometimes tofu. And the corn is like for the pig food, and tofu to eat. So here we do a little bit of cooking the spring roll, and now it's a bit of time for us to go and have a bath. So this time it's a bit special because you got two giant people in the big barrel and me stay in this one.
You are never getting in there. You're never getting in there. We're finally into that, aren't we? We've got the big ones, and poor Chad, she's really for short straw. But how is it down there?
It's pretty amazing, like in the big pot of tea, and I really like the smell. So that's good. But it's quite hot, so sometimes it makes you get headache. So you need to get cold water and to put it over your face.
Show us what you do.
Like here. Cool down a bit.
That's lovely.
How was that?
Oh, fantastic. I'm so tired now. I feel strange. My whole body's sleeping, but it feels wonderful. Yeah. So am I red?
Yeah, I can see on your cheeks.
It's fantastic. Genuinely, it's.
Yeah.
I
Good.
should have one every day. Right.
Good.
Yeah, brilliant.
We just stay overnight in the Reza homestay, and today it looked like better weather. So now we're gonna start another journey, which is go a little bit of off-road and in-road, which is a mix of it, but also excited.
Homestay about half an hour ago after a decent breakfast, some fried rice and some omelette bananas, brilliant. But it looks like the weather's a bit better today. It's still overcast, but it's a fantastic temperature. We had a little bit of overnight rain, so everything's a bit wet, but yeah, it's a much better day, unlike yesterday with all the thick fog and heavy rain. So yeah, we're going to do the more challenging of the many options we've got to do today. The only real thing on our itinerary is we've got an older couple we're going to meet for lunch, an older Hmong couple, so they're expecting our arrival later. When you're riding in these parks, it's fairly easy to identify the ethnic minorities by their clothing. Obviously, Hmong people wear very different clothing to the Red Zao. They're very easily identifiable. But there are plenty of other indicators. So, for example, the Zao live within the forest. I mean, I know that sounds quite strange, but their villages are surrounded by woodland, which they use for collecting herbs for their medicinal baths. They forage for mushrooms, bamboo, and they specifically utilize that forest in a way which allows it to regrow back sustainably. So the architecture is another indicator, but whenever you're through a Zao village, it's really obvious just by looking at the surrounding terrain. So as we climb back up again, we're back into this cloud base, this fog, which is probably going to be a feature of the day. I think we're going to go up and down all the time. But yeah, this area, people are also growing cassava, and in this area here, just right in front of us, this is bamboo. And bamboo, in a lot of places around the world, would be considered an invasive species, but of course here it's used. I mean, people eat the shoots, and also they use it for firewood, they use it to make beds and furniture, they use it to make baskets, so it's actually used enough by people that controls the growth rate and therefore the spread of the bamboo. It's a fantastic resource, it really is. My weather app is telling me it's 24 degrees, but with all this humidity in the air, with this fog, it just keeps it really cool. So we're all dressed in biking gear, we're padded up and long pants and thick jackets. It's just a really nice temperature.
In a minute we'll get back on the road here. and then you want to pick the line, but just stay. Are you in first gear? So when you get on here, stay in first gear, and then you've got first gear, front brake, back brake, all to slow you down.
This one here is bent up.
I can sort that out. Oh, completely bent up. Yeah, I can sort that out. But the brake's okay. Test the brake. Yeah, I'll bend that down in a minute. Okay, so this is going to be the hard part. Chad, go ahead. Put the things down. You need to do the stone idea, yeah?
Get into first gear.
I would, yeah. Oh, look.
Crabs.
Concours. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Unless that just fell out of your bag. Yeah. Now this part is insane. Insane. You in gear?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's going sideways already. Yeah.
Watch out! It's very now it's coming.
Yeah. So that you need to get into that middle part there.
Should
Right.
I turn or should I not turn? Don't get up.
No, not too much. Yeah. That's it. Out of that angle. Once you get a bit of traction there, now it's full. It's control of your front brake. Front brake, you go. You'll fall. So these guys have got the back. So now line up straight, so get the back straighter. And then these guys have got the weight of the bike, yeah? But you're not using the back brake.
Alright.
Yeah.
These guys were driving down the slide.
And sliding. Yeah. Yeah, somebody just came up and fell off at the bottom while they were helping me down.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah. So follow that line there. Just don't get too much momentum, yeah? So we've got a bit of work to fix this bike, look.
And this one.
I'll leave that because it might break the mirror, I'll do that in a minute. This one is not drivable without that. So what's happened?
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That didn't touch the ground. Right, let me check the handlebars are straight. Yeah. So that hole needs to be pivoted, right. When it is, because your brake's up there, that whole thing needs to be turned around.
Dưới kia có chốt sửa xe này.
No, I've got a toolkit here.
Okay.
But you might. I'm just working out whether we need it or not. I might just be able to. There you go. I'll tighten it later. But right, thank you. You got that one on camera. What are you collecting?
Wild eggplant.
Right.
Look at this, loads of it.
I'm going to put them in there.
Oh, better. Hold this. Hold this. So we just stopped in Randa Road, and now we collect some wild eggplant, and will be our lunch for today. We found another types of wild fruit, and I don't know the name in English. So in Hmong we call this one dihle. It's very juicy and very sweet.
How do you eat it?
So basically, like, you choose the big and fat one, you squeeze it and have the juice come out, like just shoot out there, and you suck in.